Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my bedroom on this evening where I'm attempting to stockpile, catch up. It is right now real time, the holiday season. It's crazy busy. If you could see, I don't want you to see, but that whole side of my room is explosion of but I'm here. Why? Because I need to see what happens next in Lucifer as my phone goes off. Because, it's Christmas. Right. Season 4, episode 3. And I think Chloe's been kidnapped. I think Father Kinley, I'm going to call him McKinley, but Father Kinley, I think, has kidnapped Chloe so he can get to Lucifer. And Linda's pregnant. Linda is pregnant. Okay. All right. So let's just get into it. I have the big, cozy, comfy blanket because it's cold and because it is the holiday season and I don't have to be out till later. I've got a warm apple cider with bourbon. But yes, warm apple cider. I thought, why not? So I hope you have your cozy, comfy beverages. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know where you are. You can also watch the full episode on Watch Along. That doesn't make sense. You can also watch the full episode with me on Patreon, which rhymes with Watch Along. Would love to see you there. I'm also on BlueSky. So find me on BlueSky. I don't post much, but I am there. It's a thing. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get to it. Oh, we're picking up right where we left off.
I do apologize for the intrusion, Mr. Morningstar. Please, just allow me to explain myself.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm not a normal priest.
Was there ever such a thing?
I'm an investigator.
An investigator for the Vatican? The Vatican's involved now.
Investigator. Sounds like a soon-to-be cancelled TV show.
Oh, I assure you it's a very real job. I know the divine is real. And I also know that evil walks the earth. And that you, Mr. Morningstar...
Oh, brother, here we go.
He's not evil, though. Mm-hmm.
Not quite what I was expecting.
Yes.
If I'm not the devil, then why are you here?
Well, because Miss Decker believes that you are. I just felt that it was my duty to warn you. Because the reason that she came to Rome was to, well, send the devil back to hell.
That's your prerogative, sir.
Whatever she went through, whatever drove her to Rome, it shook her to her very core. God knows what she has planned for you.
Oh, he's a player. Oh, Ella, what has been going on in Ella's world? Something is up. She's been
nursing a bad one all day.
Doing something and talking about how alone she is.
Yesterday, Sunday, did you swap out the sacramental wine? I skipped church yesterday. It's just me and the big eye on a bit of a break.
Enough! Stop calling me! Everything's fine.
What? Are you gonna answer that?
Absolutely not.
That is a really, really obnoxious ringtone.
Dan's phone?
Why'd you block the number?
Lucifer's been posting these all over the precinct.
That doesn't seem like Lucifer.
I wish you could just see a little bit of what I see, Chloe. He's a bad guy.
He's trying to be better. He in his own way.
Whatever.
With everything that's going on, posting a flyer of that sort does not seem like the Lucifer thing right now.
You look like I feel.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that my issues are much bigger than yours, trust me.
Strangest thing just happened.
Linda's pregnant.
We'll call it a tie. You sure it's yours? Relax, brother. I just mean a celestial impregnating a human. How's that even possible?
Jesus. I'm going to say it. Jesus. 'Tis the season.
Maybe there's another explanation.
You think Linda's an angel in disguise, don't you? I've been wondering the same thing. Maybe she's not even human.
Or maybe when you lost your wings, you became as mortal as it gets. Maybe you became more human than you realized.
Probably makes more sense.
Is everything okay?
Yes, just feeling a little parched, and my flask has apparently disappeared.
You know, I've been thinking, maybe it's best if you don't drink so much.
Did she hide the flask?
I can't get drunk on normal human amounts of alcohol. I only drink because I like the taste.
Well, but people don't know that. I'm just saying, showing people that you can change is...
Ah, here it is. Wrong pocket.
That's gnarly.
Neighbor saw the door open, body on the floor, called it in. A good old knife in the back.
Bit on the nose.
None of my neighbors have my keys. Although we don't have keys here. But I don't know any of my neighbors.
Everybody likes Susan.
Who does she trust the most?
To be honest, I don't know much about Susan's life here. I just came from El Salvador.
And how do you know her?
We were in a gang. Los Exes.
A gang member turned rocket scientist.
She was a drug addict?
Don't judge her, a lot of us were.
Oh, I'm not judging. I love drugs. In fact, do you think she might have any lying around?
Promise me you will punish the son of a bitch that did this.
Oh, with pleasure.
I've got lots of questions. You know I do. But the investigation isn't the main point of the story.
I don't think that's necessary.
Right, so you haven't told anyone about me.
No, not a soul.
It's like nothing is ever good enough.
And how old is Brooklyn now?
3.
2.
Children are all sociopaths.
Time's up. Apologies. I've much more pressing matters to discuss with the doctor. Well, the doctor is with child. She needs her rest. Shoo! Shoo! So,
I'd rather not talk about the pregnancy at work, if you don't mind.
lips sealed. So, about me.
About him.
I caught her in a lie. A most heinous transgression.
How do you know this?
A complete stranger told me.
Have you talked to Chloe about this?
No, because they don't talk to anybody. They don't talk to each other about the real things. They talk around.
An accusation of betrayal is a bell that can't be unrung.
Mm-hmm.
Feel her out a bit.
Mm-mm. Just talk to her. We don't have time on this earth to beat bushes. Just talk.
I think I got myself a new hero.
I find it pretty pathetic. I mean, it's great that a former criminal got clean, figured out her life, but turned her life around just to get shot and killed for no reason at all.
Do you mean stabbed? I really miss Charlotte too.
Don't start, Ella, with the whole it's all part of his grand plan, mysterious ways crap right now.
Honestly, I'm not sure if that's what I believe anymore.
Could have fooled me.
Oh. Oh.
Fair enough.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
No, you're right. Practice what you preach.
Oh.
Flowers found at the crime scene. Rare, only found in 5 flower markets, one of which sold a bouquet the night of the murder.
Do we know who bought them?
We will now.
Tech genius cum billionaire, owner of Brody Aerospace, Anders Brody.
Have you ever considered donating any of your vast fortune to charity?
I've put many a nubile law student through college, thank you very much, several of which were named charity.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
You! Anders Brody. You killed her, didn't you?
Wow, he just always comes in guns a-blazing.
Susan Ochoa. You went round to her place and murdered her in cold blood.
I don't even know who that is, so I certainly didn't kill her.
We know about the flowers.
Someone with your
They
credit
tracked
card
back to you.
does.
Lucifer, what are you doing?
Invited you into our home, and lights, and you betrayed her.
Is this coercion? Is that what this is?
I betrayed Susan. What power you think? Please. Fine.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not another word without my lawyers.
I expect that.
Is it true that humans spawn erupt from their mother's bodies in a ceremony of blood and pain? In hell, torture vibrith was a favorite. If half of what we did is accurate, your sex holes are never going back to normal.
Okay, Maze.
Of course, pretty soon you'll be using this hour attached to one of those milking devices. We used to use those too.
So I'm envisioning that in hell, the tortures got more creative as technology started coming up.
Next time, maybe we try and get him to confess more specifically. I betrayed her can mean a lot of things.
You're right, maybe we should brainstorm a list of betrayals. You start, detective.
Say by the ringtone.
While Brody's been in custody, the real killer just struck again.
What the hell? That's a very specific knife as well.
Victim's name is David Ramirez.
Another Los X's.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
He's just trying to clean up his life, you know, like Susan Ochoa.
Well, then let's talk to the former crew, see if anyone knows anything.
They have lawyers, and without airtight warrants or full SWAT backup, they'll stonewall us.
There's nothing we can do until we get a warrant. Okay.
Unless.
Has anyone seen Lucifer?
You went to Susan's that evening for a reason, so tell me, what did you desire?
Well, he's getting specific about a night and not just in general desires.
I wanted forgiveness. One day I came upon Susan as she was talking to some at-risk youth group. Imagine the PR crisis. Head of safety protocols, a drug addict. So I demoted her.
You punished her for her former life.
Oh.
I found that Susan was a model employee, and she'd passed every single drug test, including the one last week.
So you went over to apologize.
But when I got there, it was too late.
And he didn't call the police.
She was dead.
You just left her body there. He left her body there.
I was wrong.
Oh.
Never said that before.
Not surprising.
Well, I thought that maybe we could meet up later. And, you know, not exactly a date, but maybe something better.
Well, it sounds like you have something very particular in mind.
Confession? I'm not feeling any chemistry between the two of them. Half of season 1, some of season 2, there was some chemistry. Okay, Mr. Man. But ever since half of season 2, especially season 3, I felt no spark at all.
This one shows the baby that all animals poop.
Do angels poop?
This one is good because it tells you what to do when the baby is crying. Although maybe you don't need this one. I overheard at least 3 people crying in here today, and you handled it like a pro.
It's too soon.
He's been listening outside.
Truth is, I'm used to doing things on my own. I don't see why raising a baby should be any different.
Because you don't have to.
You don't need to worry about me.
I've got thoughts.
I like that one.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, so at what age did your parents teach you to hunt?
What's going on in here?
Relax, Dan. These knives aren't for Trixie. They're for a baby.
So who pissed into your Cheerios?
You're even grumpier than usual.
Oh my gosh. That was a nice slide. That was a nice slide. But if Maze is able to kick Dan out of whatever this is, would be amazing.
Because we gotta wait for a judge to give us a stupid warrant.
Says who?
Mr. Morningstar, thank you for reaching out. Are you okay?
Oh, ye of little faith, Father.
Have you noticed her carrying a vial? I got word from a colleague of mine in Rome that she'd met with a priest who was hell-bent on banishing the devil from Earth. And if it would sedate the devil, I feared that it involved some poison. Something that would kill a normal man.
You're incorrigible, aren't you?
He's very good at playing both sides.
Is that the man? Not a man, Your Excellency. The prophecy is real.
I should warn you that what I have planned, it might be painful for you, but I think ultimately you'll see it's a good thing.
Is she gonna trick him into doing charity work?
It's just up ahead.
What is?
Charity work should be done of your own free will and compassion, and not because someone's trying to guilt you into it.
Howdy. What's up, fellas?
Dan.
Which one of you losers is in charge? I guess I'm just gonna have to press the issue, right? Come on!
You a crazy pig, Arms. But the only problem we got is figuring out what we're gonna do with your body. Mátalo!
We knew Maze was in the wings. So I guess we're not going with what's submissible in court. We're just going with straight out vengeance now. Is that it? That's the plan, Dan? Ooh. Ah. 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 Wow, Dan. Dan's got some skills. Now, sir.
Volunteering. You should try it. Could be fun. I just thought it would be nice for us to do something good for a change.
Oh, for a change. And just what exactly is it you'd like me to change?
Oh, Lucifer, that's not what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
You have been acting very strange, Detective.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I know to be true is that you've been lying to me.
No, I haven't.
Show me your purse.
Did she still have it with her?
Detective, what's this?
Nothing.
Oh, right. Well, if it's nothing, you won't mind me drinking it then, will you?
Is there still some in it?
Worse.
No, don't!
I know you've been meeting with Father Kinley.
It's not what you think.
Isn't it?
Then just say what it is.
It's
Just
not.
say what it is. But of course, we're gonna get Dan involved.
Dan, can I call you back? I'm right in the middle of something.
I know where the killer is.
Hey, Dan.
God, these ringtones are killing me.
We caught a break, okay? It doesn't matter. What matters is that Rivas was a gang counselor for both victims.
So you're saying they trusted him, made their dark sides vulnerable, and then he just stabbed them in the back?
For what purpose?
Lucifer, wait!
Oh! 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 So how close does she have to be next to him in order to not to be vulnerable? I don't know if we ever got a specific answer.
They did what needed to be done. They trusted you, and you just betray them? And I would happily do it again. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Did he kill him?
Dave was stealing again. Susan was back on drugs. They were trash.
But she had a clean drug test the week before.
Show me what you got. Come on, Lucifer. Show us who you really are.
What?
Why?
Hands in here.
Those are very specific looking spikes behind him.
I failed. May God forgive me.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that one. We saw that one.
It just felt so good, you know? Just to let loose, not have to follow the rules for a change.
For a change, Dan. Dan has been very loosey-goosey with rules.
Oh, Dan is back. I am so in. Darker Dan will get you real.
Darker Dan. Darker Dan. Ugh.
And who owns the house?
I don't know. See if we have that yet.
Can go on the phone. Pull that up. 30 seconds. I know, because I do that every day. For the day job.
He knew about my true face. He wanted me to show it to him. But I could have sworn that he said, show us your face.
But there was no one else here.
Mm-hmm. Smash, smash.
Unless it's a two-way mirror. You're never gonna believe who owns the house.
The Catholic Church.
That man killed 2 people. Ben himself. And you knew? No, wait. You orchestrated it.
Extreme measures were taken. It would have been worth it if Lucifer had shown his true face.
So now you've killed multiple people, so... Wait, I don't even know if I said right words because I'm trying to listen at the same time.
How could he not reveal himself?
Because he's better than you give him credit for.
Oh, Chloe.
This is all your own private crusade, isn't it, Father? The Vatican doesn't know about this, do they?
Because they don't believe.
Ah!
But together, you and I can convince them. Together we can save them.
Oh. Oh, he's this kind.
You're under arrest, Father, for conspiracy to commit murder.
You have no proof. It's your word against mine.
Yeah.
I'll testify. Anything you need.
Oh, this man's dead. This man's dead. This man is dead.
I'm sorry, but you're sick, William.
What are you doing here?
Linda, you don't have to do this alone. I want to be here for this baby, and most importantly, I want to be here for you. Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, here? Now, what?
Will you marry me?
No. I'm not a deal.
I have thoughts.
And what do you need?
I think I just need someone to hold my hand and tell me everything's gonna be okay.
I promise you, Linda. Everything is gonna be okay.
I still have thoughts. It's like, can I get them in before something else happens?
Hi.
Just have the conversation now, please, sweet baby Jesus.
I don't care that he was trying to hurt me. I care that you were.
I had to get away to process things. Somehow, I ended up in Rome.
Somehow.
And for a moment, I was helping him try to send you back to hell.
How could you do that to me? To me?
Because I'm terrified! Every story of good and bad from throughout history, throughout time, says that you are the embodiment of evil. And how am I, Chloe Decker, a nobody, supposed to deal with that?
I have thoughts.
Then I came back, and I saw you. I really saw you. And I realized, Lucifer, you're not that guy.
Because he's not that guy. He's not a guy.
What if I am that guy?
You don't have to be. You could change.
But what if I can't?
I have thoughts. And I'm treating these people as if they're real.
Could you accept me like this?
Ooh.
I'm
Whoa.
trying.
But could you?
I don't know.
Then I have my answer.
William, you are responsible for the deaths of 3 people. For what?
It's going to be 4 soon.
To stop the prophecy. When the devil walks the earth and finds his first love, evil shall be released.
That's the prophecy. That's the prophecy.
I may have failed temporarily to prove that Lucifer is the devil, but at least I have pushed him and Chloe Decker apart. Maybe that will be enough to stop the prophecy.
What makes you so sure Chloe Decker is even his first love?
Oh.
Of course she is. Who else could it be?
Who else could it be? Is this Lilith? And why is she appearing now?
So many options. I'll have an appletini.
Appletini. An appletini. Okay, somebody mentioned appletinis in my comments. Now I know why. So where I personally was getting sidetracked, this may be a me thing. I'd be interested to find out if it's not a me thing. And on Patreon, I think Danielle, I was talking about this with Danielle on Patreon. This first couple episodes with Chloe, I'm missing a nuance from, gosh, maybe I should start this again. Chloe's had her emotions and how she expresses her emotions are pretty much like this. Whereas we've seen like Lucifer and Amenadiel go from big to small, and sometimes, yes, quickly, but there's like a smooth gradualness to their emotional energy. Whereas Chloe is pretty much like this. Even when she's happy, even when she's sad, even when she's puzzle solving. She's solving puzzles all the time. Questioning. It's very much this. So the last couple of episodes, her going supposedly from confused to terrified, I don't believe it. And I don't know if it's the way it's written or if the way it's being portrayed. But I don't believe she's terrified. And I don't believe that she's suddenly questioning everything that Lucifer is, because we've had 3 seasons of them together where she has seen him in different scenarios, battling different forces, good, evil, whatnot. She's seen him, and now she's having difficulty with how he looks. Because he's the same person, he's the same being. He just looks a little charred. Basically, that's it. And yes, he has powers. And yes, all the stories that she has told. She supposedly went and did research. But she went to do research from one point of view, which was the church. She didn't do research from other points of views regarding the devil. Just the church. And she didn't go talk to Linda at all. Or Amenadiel. Because if Lucifer is the devil, then Amenadiel, who's his brother, she didn't go, what kind of, let's talk to Amenadiel. What is happening? They just had her go straight to the church for that one point of view. And it was, let's send him back to hell. That's why there's the disconnect for me in regards to Chloe specifically. And then the Chloe and Lucifer relationship, I just don't feel, why is he into her? Like, why obsessive about her? Which leads us to Lilith. I'm guessing that's Lilith. Because Mr. McKinley, Father McKinley, the prophecy is when the devil walks the earth and finds his first love. Finds his first love. Meaning what? He falls in love? Or they fall in love with each other? 2 different things. Because for all we know, Lucifer has been in love with Chloe this most of season 2, 3, going into 4. Cares for her deeply, wants to be with her, wants to change for her, show him all the sides of himself. That's a version of love. So why wouldn't that be the... And then what happens? Evil is released on earth. Okay. Why? That's a really weird prophecy. But now we have another player, and I'm thinking, okay, she's going to bring a complication. What exactly is her complication? She gets back together with Lucifer. Does that make Chloe jealous? Do I care if Chloe's jealous? At this point, I don't care. And I think also a big disconnect for me is the way that Linda handled the situation. And yes, every person reacts to situations in different ways. But Linda was very intimate with Lucifer. And yes, she had her, but they had her get over it like in a way that made sense. And kind of, again, that flow, it wasn't a choppy turn. It flowed well. And so I was able to go along with that direction they were trying to tell. With Chloe, it doesn't make sense to me. And you try to and to make it make sense, you have to justify it too much for it to feel natural. I think whatever it is they were trying to accomplish could have been told a different way. Which way, off the top of my head, I don't know. But for me, I'm not buying them. Dan's descent into Dark Dan. Okay. And the other thought I had, okay, I'll try to make this quick. Linda and Amenadiel. Why is she suddenly Amenadiel? No. The only reason they broke up was because Maze was upset that they were together. They still cared for each other very much and wanted to be with each other. Now she's patched up with Maze. I guess they're racing down the street. She patched herself up with Maze. They're good. Maybe you just cannot start up again with Amenadiel like you had just dropped off. But why is she so... I can see her wanting to slow down. But flat out, I can do this on my own. Why? Why? Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. And I don't think this is the end we've seen of Father Kinley. Although I'm kind of glad they didn't draw out too long. Him playing the both sides, very sneaky, very clever. I could have, like, if it had gone one more episode, that's fine. I would have gone with it. But we wrapped that up real quick, which was nice. Because now we have Lilith. Okay. So there we go. Episode 3. Episode 3. I was going to say 7, but it's 4-3 together. Episode 3. Done. Thank you so much for being with me. And do not be strangers. This is when it's a good time. Hit that subscribe so you know when the next video drops. There are so many shows coming out in the next few weeks. I will not be able to keep up well, but I'm going to do my best to keep up. So I'd like to see you there for those adventures. So until next time, breathe, do some stretches, and then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, you all, and until next time.